Here's to the crazy ones. The misfits. The rebels. The troublemakers. The round pegs in the square holes. The ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
Get in the box like we practiced.
But we never practiced.
Ugh, details.
You're gonna saw me in half?
Half, thirds, whatever.
What?
Now concentrate as I cut through the colorful candy shell, the chocolatey milk chocolate, the peanut, the very crunchy peanut.
Does my health plan cover this?
Why not? Now that's theater. See? They love you. Both of you.
Sorry.
Do something. You guys are having spaghetti for dinner?
Life moves pretty fast. Sometimes you have to tell yourself, stop. Look around. This is the good stuff.
The look, the feel of cotton, the fabric of our lives.
This is cotton.
He's probably not thinking about how steel-reinforced side impact beams protect him in a car accident. But maybe you should. The new steel. Feel the strength.
This is amazing that something could color my hair and leave it so soft.
Melissa Gilbert on softness and Bell Color.
It's different than anything I've ever used. This helps my hair stay soft, even at the ends.
Bell Color 20-minute Color Ease Gel, the only permanent hair color that softens with jojoba.
And it's so easy. Just shampoo in, no drips. I wish you could feel this. And the color, natural, never flat. #1 in France, and I found it here.
Bell Color, guaranteed by Laboratoire Garnier.
It makes me feel good about myself.
Word problem. Monday morning, wake up time, to work and stand in line. Wednesday, Thursday, jammed in the middle. Once again, makes fools a riddle. What's strung me loose, but plays like a fiddle. Saturday morning. Friday has an exit sign, but getting there still takes some time. What would make me feel real fine? One Saturday morning.
Take a ride inside Disney's One Saturday Morning, the place where Saturdays are made with Resets, Doug, and Pepper Ann. Saturdays on ABC.
Hello. Welcome to the secret world of Toy Story. I'm Woody, Andy's favorite toy.
No. I'm Andy's favorite toy. I am Buzz Lightyear.
We're here on the set of Andy's room to show you some things you've never seen before. Because the more you know about Toy Story, the more you're gonna like it.
When are you going to tell them about my wingspan?
Not now, Buzz.
Oh, sorry.
Now, to guide you through this secret world, here's one of our co-stars, Ham.
Thank you there, Woody and Buzz. Toy Story is the world's first all-computer animated movie. Even though it appears that some of us toys came right out of a box, or in my case, Fort Knox, we weren't that easy to create.
Perfection is never easy.
Actually, the film there took over 4 years to make.
Somebody once told me that it took 9 months and over a dozen people just to create Buzz's ego.
Hello, it's my agent. I have to take this.
When you're watching Toy Story, it's incredible to think that the animators created absolutely everything that you see. From the people, to the cars, to the 1.2 billion leaves on the trees in the neighborhood. That's one place where I wouldn't want to be a rake. Ha! It all starts on paper with a storyboard artist drawing and presenting each and every scene to the entire team. Ah, phooey. They call me him. This is show business, you know, and a lot of stuff ends up on the cutting room floor. For example, the movie was initially going to open with an episode of the Buzz Lightyear cartoon, but they were afraid it would all go to his head. So, take a look at this early storyboard.
In less than a minute, and after you have witnessed my glorious triumph, you will die, Buzz Lightyear!
Not today, Zurg.
Mongo, my faithful robot slave, kill Buzz Lightyear! Mongo!
To infinity and beyond.
Don't miss the next exciting episode of Buzz Lightyear, Defender of the Universe.
Wow, Buzz Lightyear! What a cool show!
I get a special feeling inside every time I see that.
I know the feeling.
After the storyboards, the animators bring us to life like regular Frankensteins. Through the use of computer graphics, we toys can perform right on the money. Drop them tokens in, fellas. Here you go. Keep them coming.
Say, did we tell them this film won an Academy Award?
Not now, Buzz.
Back there in 1992, with much anticipation, our friends Woody and Buzz were ready for their first animation test. Although their looks and voices have changed quite a bit, it was what we call a smashing success, and they literally came to life on the screen.
Hi, pal, what you doing? I'm Tempest from Mars. What's this button? Say, you weren't thinking of flying, were you? Well, you know Andy loves toys that can fly. Really? Well then, to infinity and beyond. You know, Andy loves toys that he can find.
The 3D capabilities allowed for animators to really stretch their imaginations. Woody's body can make over 700 different animated movements. 212 of these are in his face, and 58 in his mouth alone.
That must explain why you do so much talking.
When everything is what you call perfect, final color and lighting is added, and then us toys really get down to business.
Buzz Lightyear to the rescue.
Each of us toys was created to resemble the real McCoy. The look, the feel, the sound, just as you'd remember them. The Green Army men's feet are attached to the base. Hey, look, even a gun barrel is bent. Yeah, Rex has those cute little arms, and Mr. Potato Head, well, he's always losing face. On the other hand, I am pretty flawless for a bank with interest compounded daily. I don't mean to squeal when I say the computer stuff is incredible. But it is us toys that made the film a part of motion picture history.
Thanks, Sam. We hope you've enjoyed this look at the secret world of Toy Story.
Wait a minute. When are we going to talk about my special karate chop action?
Buzz?
How about my Oscar?
What do you mean, your Oscar? You are the most self-centered, egotistical, conceited toy I've ever met. You should come with a warning label that says this toy might drive you crazy. Thanks for watching.
Great. Wonderful.
Eileen, she's been good to us. I reckon it's time I go into town and get us a new vehicle.
All right.
Someone else and not for me. Look at me! That's the way it is. Disappointment. Hey!
Leyland? What has gotten into you?
I don't know, but I like it.
I'm in love.
speak freely on Monday nights.
It's not the dress that makes you look big. It's your hips. Mama?
Sure, she thinks you're cute. You're rich.
Visit.
Now switch to Sprint Sense and get free long-distance calling on Monday nights.
Yeah, I have seen cuter babies.
Bob, you're not fooling anyone. It doesn't even look like hair. No.
Oh, boy.
When Sprint said speak freely on Monday nights, I don't think that's what they meant.
Get your Monday nights free. Call now, 1-800-PIN-DROP.
It can put some people in a trance. And when the wind's just right, it can bring others back to life. It can draw strangers a little closer and make time stand still. It can make men tender and loving, and even tame the most savage beast. How is this possible?
Do you know what's best about getting dressed? 2, 3, put your arm in your shirt. It won't even hurt.
Oh, good.
Your dress goes over your head. We hope you heard what she said. And that's what's best about getting dressed. You put your jacket on right.
And zip it up tight.
Put your legs in your pants. You'll be doing that dance.
Come to Kmart.
Welcome to the 193rd presentation of the Hallmark Hall of Fame. Tonight we...
Sammy. Come on, honey, not now.
All right, arms up. How can we leave it?
If you don't hurry, we're not.
How come?
Tell me you love it here and we'll stay.
Where are we going?
A little step up in the world, maybe. Time something good happened for us, huh? Yeah. Okay, let's go, kiddo. Here we go. We've got a bus to catch. Come on, come on. Mom. Oh, yeah.
I know. Somebody's chasing us, right?
Wind down, Sammy.
We did some good.
Sammy, nobody's chasing us, okay? Get up there.
But how come you won't say where we're going?
Because it's a surprise.
Sure. Nobody I know, right?
Watch your step, Mr. Ayers.
Excuse me, miss? Sit here. Thank you very much.
Ma? The kids ask me how come. How come what? How come my mother is a miss instead of Mrs.?
All right, that's it. Lights out. The next sound I want to hear coming from this seat next to me is a 10-year-old kid snoring.
But how come?
Not one more word out of you. Not one.
Aniston Station. Rest stop 30 minutes. 30 minutes only. 30 minutes. Mind what I say. Do your thing, but do not stray. You ain't back on board. You leave anyway. You like that? I made that up myself.
Never would have guessed.
Well, you think you can do better?
Stretch your legs, but don't be late. We're pulling out when the big hand's on 8.
Watch your step, man. Okay, folks, take your seats. All aboard now.
I'm gonna get back.
Thanks for riding with us.
I do, Will.
Morning, Norm.
Thanks for riding with us, sir. Come on, young fella. Time to get off. It's the end of the line. No use feeling if it's warm, your mama or whoever's long gone. Forget which stop. Wouldn't be surprised if she knew exactly what she was doing.
Not one more word out of you.
Come on, let's go. Hey, it's yours? Hey, kid. Oh, great. Deaf and dumb to boot.
Got here, Finnis?
Leftover. Can't remember when they got on. His mother got off. My guess is she slipped off along the way and dumped him.
Oh, now, why would you do that?
Yeah. You get to be a student of human nature behind the wheel, Norm. She is the type, you know, men turn to.
Not in front of the boy.
Oh, don't worry. I think he's deaf as a post and dumb in the bargain. Watch this. Hey, kid! Hey! Got your pants on backwards. What'd I tell you? I figure I just seen her a couple of times, but here's a gal, got a smart mouth, been around and back, you know my meaning. I could spot him. Drag on her, pulling her down. She dumps it.
Well, maybe she got sick or something.
Sick and tired.
Well, looks like he's expecting someone.
Well, I hope he don't hold his breath. Well, Norm, he's all yours now. I am through when I park it, and, you know, he's sitting on that bench.
No.
So he is Terminal's responsibility.
Oh, now, hold on just a minute.
Don't even think about that.
No,
I'm not taking him home.
It was at this exact moment in time that I was struck by a revelation. If people thought you were deaf and not able to talk, they'd blurt out their true feelings without holding back. And I also began to notice how they'd pay attention to you in a special way. It suddenly seemed to me that in being deaf and playing mute, I had a kind of power over things. At least until I saw how the land laid.
Yes, sir, there are days I would consider you downright lucky. I guess that's not fair to say, is it? Someone coming for you? I'll bet you're hungry, aren't you? Are you hungry? Hey. That's all right. You want something to eat? Yeah, you like that? Okay, let's go get something to eat now. Come on. We'll go right on in here. All right, now you let me handle Lucille. I wouldn't advise eating or cooking on a regular basis, but in the case of extreme starvation, it won't hurt you.
Extreme starvation, huh? You've gone up 3 belt sizes sitting on that very stool.
Thanks,
There you
Lucille.
go. Oh, thanks, Clyde.
Norm?
See you tomorrow. So, what'll it be?
He's deaf, and he can't talk. He's just hungry.
Well, you and your Aunt Lucille have got a little problem here. Here we go. Now, you take your pick. Number 1, my specialty. Number 2, how about this? Number 1. Thought you had that bacon and eggs. Look.
Looks like you got a fan, Lucille.
Don't you give me that. I feed strays and send them on their way. You just rolled in on a bus? Alone? I don't believe a mother would just walk off and leave him.
I'm just repeating what Finnis said.
Finnis is full of exhaust.
I don't get people. Like Finnis saying he's deaf and dumb. Just because he can't hear doesn't mean his brain's turned off. Nothing dumb about that boy. Pete.
Well, people just don't know any better. Looks sharp as a tack to me.
Yeah, he seemed to be expecting someone. I don't know.
Hey, Royal.
Miss Lucille?
Well, he doesn't look like he's on the run. Hey, you're not on the run, are you?
Could you sign here?
My autograph. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I think you better call Harvey.
The police? Oh, I'm not gonna call Harvey. His answer to everything is call someone else. The fire department, highway patrol, whoever.
Well, I mean, maybe somebody's reported him missing or something.
I think a relative will come looking for him, you know. And, you know, we keep a lookout, and his mom may come rolling in on the next bus.
I know what you are thinking.
Oh, now, why don't you just hang out a sign? I know everything.
You know, sometimes you are an open book, Norm.
Yeah, Lucille.
He's not a stray cat, for Pete's sake. You gotta do more than just put down a saucer of milk.
Can a fella get a refill here?
He'd have school, clothes,
You know,
chicken,
I'm really
hogs,
sorry
other
that
kids
I
to play
okayed
with.
the
You don't
lease
have the
on this
slightest-
Tomaine factory.
Norman.
I'm not gonna scare him off in case somebody comes looking for him.
Well, maybe somebody is looking for him. If you were looking for a kid, who would you call first?
All right, I'll give
Harvey.
a jingle.
All right. Come on now, young fella. Speak up. I got better things to do.
Harvey, he's deaf. I told you that.
How do I know he ain't just being contrary? You hear me, boy?
Oh, Harvey, he can't hear you. When you're deaf, you can't hear.
Jenkins, I'm a trained investigator. I need to get to the bottom of this.
Harvey, I understand that. But you can't ask somebody who can't hear you a question to get an answer.
You're testing my patience now, young fella. I'd advise you not to try to make a fool of the law, you hear?
Oliver? Tallassee?
Someone who can't hear you.
Maybe he's just shy, Jenkins.
Lucy and I talked to him for an hour and a half in there. We asked him questions. He did not respond. Is he talking to you?
No, but, I'm looking real close at him, and I'm thinking, this looks like a boy who can talk.
Harvey, I said he was deaf. Will you just find out for me?
Where do you come from?
Oh, boy, Harvey, don't ask him.
What?
Just take him back.
Well, if I don't ask
Find
him,
out
who am I
if
supposed to
he's
ask?
first.
But what I'm saying is, how do you know he's deaf?
This isn't getting us anywhere.
How in the world are they going to prove that he's not deaf?
I feel like he can talk.
Well, how can you tell? I said he is deaf, not blind.
Well, I understand the difference. I said I've been in LA all the time. I recognize the situation. This case reminds me of bank robbery in Jackson County. Our star witness was a boy just like him. So we're going to call
Not Harvey, not the gun, not the gun.
Oliver Tynan.
You just get in and sit down.
That was a beautiful service for Mr. Tynan, man. Been thinking about it all week. He was a fine, fine man.
Yes, well, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
Ain't that the truth?
Herbert, drive on.
Too bad, Oliver. It's that boy. He's deaf.
Okay, so he's deaf and dumb. What am I supposed to do about it? Thanks for the pie, Lucille. They got places to handle that.
Well, so here we are, right? Right. Well, you just stay planted there in case somebody comes along for you. Boy, fit and smart like you, somebody's gonna come for you. Of course, there's another possibility just come to me. Maybe somebody sent you on here because they thought I had a place for you. You think that maybe that's it?
No, that ain't it. He isn't here by any divine intervention, and both of you better hope somebody does show up, because this is the world's poorest excuse for an orphanage.
Pay no attention. Yeah, you heard her in there call herself your Aunt Lucille. You didn't hear, of course, but that was her talking. She's all mush. She took to you, I can tell. So, you just sit here and keep an eye peeled. Bob to give you a ride home.
All right, Norm. All right.
Mosquitoes are gonna carry you off if you continue to camp out here. Boy. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen, does it? Hey. Hey, you. Sleepy, huh? Fella can just keep his eyes open so long, huh? I got a cot I keep out back. You can stay the night anyway. If somebody doesn't come and pick you up tomorrow, I'd be lying if I told you I know what will happen. I don't. Come on. Hey. Let's go. Well, here you go, young fella. Here's your cot. Be careful you don't trip over anything now. Look around, get familiar. Now, this sink's got a bit of a drip in it, but I guess that won't bother you. This is a clean shirt. You can wear this as a nightgown and get out of those clothes before they stick to you. I got something for you. Fig Delights for you. This is one of my favorites. New, fresh package for you in case you get hungry during the night. Just take one of those. All right. Over here, the light. See it? Switch. Okay? And about it, I guess. Okay. Well, I can't think of anything else. Well, I hope tomorrow looks a whole lot better for you, young fella. Good night.
You might wonder how I felt that night, belonging nowhere and to no one. All in all, I hadn't done bad. Not every day a pretty girl takes your side and pounds out her big brother. But down deep, I had a pretty firm feeling that I would never see my mother again. I didn't know why exactly, except that we were pretty close and the connection that we had was gone. But somehow I felt okay. Maybe it was because I knew for sure I was going to wake up the next day and keep right on pretending like I couldn't hear or speak. I must have figured that it was like some kind of armor, shielding me from something I didn't want to think about. At least not right then, anyway. It's funny how time goes by. A whole lot of time, even. The country was changing. Even Barrington was adjusting in its own way, which was slowly, and not all at once. I still lived rent-free in the back of the bus station, thanks to Norm Jenkins, who still managed the place and had stayed on a couple of years past his retirement. All this time, living in a bus station? How awful, some folks might say. But I look at what some of them have been doing with their lives, and I wouldn't change places.
Nice to meet you.
Norm Jenkins took off every Saturday on what Lucille called his secret fishing expeditions. On this particular day, in the spring of 1965, he acted different when he came back. At least it sure appeared that way to me at the time. The one person who had changed was Tallassee Tynan, that pretty girl who punched out her brother Tolliver. She'd given me my first and only Valentine. Then, a few years ago, she'd gone off to college and hardly ever came back.
He's held that family in an iron fist for 15 years, and the whole town.
I don't know. You look like you need a refill, Merle.
I could use it.
Hi, Sammy. The toaster is on the fritz again.
Well, right off, if you've been listening, you know that I'm 3 parts fraud. But I'm 1 part handyman, and the best there is in Barrington. Or so Norm Jenkins likes to say.
Morning, Ma. Miss Lucille.
Oliver.
Guess who?
Hey, dum-dum. Forget that old thing. These first. Here's number one. In the hallway, outside the minister's office, the baseboard needs replacing and painting. Number two. Mother dear would like you to wash the patio furniture and trim the driveway hedge. And three, hey, look at me. As a little commission you owe me for this act of welfare, you can wash my car. Hey, get the white walls this time, dum-dum. Good morning, Miss Beatrice. How do you all
Tolliver Tynan's daddy died rich, but he didn't die dumb. He left all his estate in a trust to his widow to be dispersed to his children only upon her death. And the allowance that she gave Tolliver was piddling, which rankled him to no end.
I wish Sammy would just beat the pulp out of him one day.
Oh, Sammy will have his day, don't you worry.
Want a ride? Where to?
Hey, Thacker! You're a menace on the streets. You could have hit me.
I decided against it, Mr. Tiny.
Don't you get smart with me, Archibald Thacker. I don't know why you can't haul this junk on the side streets. You're a blot on the beauty of downtown Barrington.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful downtown Barrington.
Waste of breath talking to you.
I've tried for years to find something to like about that boy. No luck so far. Tinan's place, huh? Okay, Sammy, I'll get you there. Climb on back.
You sound like Dad. I'm not a risk taker. ABC, always be cautious.
You had Baxton Economics? I had Brown.
Yeah, right. I heard he was once a pit boss in Vegas.
So there you are.
So there I'm
look. You want financial experience running your portfolio?
Yes, of course I do, but
or you want to bet the store on some theoretical Nobel winner from Harvard?
Don't bandy the name Harvard around, son. Man for hard image.
Where's Dad taking all this stuff?
Wedding presents for Montgomery's new bride.
Archibald Thacker, a widower with 4 sons, had become wealthy over the years hauling junk and cleaning up after other people. He had 2 businesses set up in the name of a white Atlanta lawyer. People thought he was just eking by. But what they didn't see was him eking in and out of Atlanta banks for the last 20 years.
Stop! Stop that! Are you crazy?
Good morning, Retro, my goodness. You get pretty by the day.
Father Thacker,
Now, daughter, not to worry.
What do you call this?
About average. You're not accustomed to our landscaping.
Landscaping?
Montgomery should have told you. You see, when you are our color in this part of our great nation, the key to getting rich is to appear happily poor. Just blend in and bide your time. Look upon these little items as stepping stones.
No, you can't.
Wait a minute. All this is not so bad. You know, people pay good money for some of this stuff. We could actually use this, and it actually blends in with the rest of the neighborhood. So, look, just relax.
The fact is, he and his boys had a third and even more profitable business, which, well, let's just say it paid a whole lot better than washing Mrs. Tynan's patio furniture.
Well, you certainly took your time getting here. Taking advantage of your handicap won't get you anywhere with me. You get paid what's on the slip, no matter how long you dawdle. Gail?
Mother, for heaven's sake, why do you insist on berating poor Sammy when you know he can't hear you or talk back? You certainly don't need the practice.
Every time you come home for a visit, you show less respect for your mother.
What's your blood pressure now?
As I mentioned, Tallassee Tynan had gone away, up to some college in New York. And this was the first time she'd been back in some while. I knew I was a fool to be taking a chance, but I couldn't help myself. I was drawn to that tune she was playing, and I just had to listen.
Must you play that? You know I hate that sentimental tune.
Sorry, it just came back to me. You know, this is the first piece Daddy ever asked me to learn. His face would light up. Still see him standing there.
I want you to do something for me, if it's not asking too much.
Of course.
The new minister will be staying here this summer until the parish renovation is completed. That is, if the committee approves, which they will. Your brother will see to that this morning.
Who is it this time?
He is the top graduate from the Barrington Seminary, of course. You know, Barrington Church always gets the top graduate. Gail?
Tops at Barrington Seminary, that's like being first in the slow lane.
You can do without that kind of attitude while he's here, thank you. His name is Perry Ray Pruitt. You be civil to him. It's our privilege and our duty.
Oh, I certainly will try.
Now, I would like you to go and pick him up after the meeting. Take Sammy with you. Tolliver has work for him at church.
Yes, ma'am.
And make sure Sammy sits in back. I don't want people to see him sitting up front with you.
Maybe I can tie a rope to him and make him run along behind. I keep thinking of when you first came to town and Tolliver threw that firecracker at you to prove you were deaf. Guess if he had crutches, he would have kicked him to prove he'd fall over. And they make him treasurer of the church. It's funny, people think if your daddy struck it rich, you know how to handle money, like father, like son. Not hardly. Sometimes it's a relief to know I'm adopted. Guess my secret's safe with you. My daddy was a doll, Sammy. I remember he was a quiet man. He'd take long walks and he'd just let me jabber on, just like I'm doing now. You remind me of him a little. Hey. So we're gonna have a preacher at the house, Reverend Perry Ray Pruitt, handpicked by the one and only Tolliver Tynan.
I'm happy to announce, Reverend Pruitt, that the committee has unanimously approved your appointment as the new pastor of Barrington Church. The many affirmations we have received only underline what a privilege it is for all of us that you would consider this position. Well, I think that's about it. Your academic record speaks for itself. Would you excuse me?
Hey, Dum-Dum, crying out loud! Hey!
Shh.
I have a question.
If I might be allowed to finish, Loretta. I was only going to say, We'll all be looking forward now to giving you high marks as a preacher. The pulpit is the test, right?
The test?
You gonna ask, Loretta?
What?
You had a question.
Oh, yes. I was only going to say, we're used to the stability of a good woman in the parish house. And you being a bachelor, do you think it's appropriate?
I think that's neither here nor
I
there,
am a member
Loretta.
of the committee, if I'm not mistaken, Rebecca.
No. I mean, I hadn't just thought of up and marrying, I guess, as part of the job.
Well, I think that speaks very well of you, I think, Reverend.
Anyway, Reverend Pruitt, we have every confidence in you. And I'm sure you'll be proud to know you will be the first minister of Barrington Church to initiate the church's large new baptismal font.
It's a regular lake. Which, being the case, I will, with God's help, do my earnest most to make this service the very tops.
Earnest most.
Come on, we'll do just fine.
He'll drown someone in the lake.
Just nervous.
Nervous?
Sammy. Oh, it's perfect, I tell you. There's not the time to ponder over financial reports.
Reverend Driscoll was catching on before he retired.
An act of Providence. See?
Helping yourself to the church insurance fund is an act of larceny, Tolliver, not providence.
Hey. You don't trust me?
Why should I? I don't even trust me. I'm the one not sending in the premium payments to my underwriters. You're the one losing it on one bum deal after another.
What are friends for, Percy?
For sharing a jail cell, maybe.
Just relax. Put it back with interest. We've gone 100 years without trouble.
Church is only 87 years old, Tolliver.
See, we got 13 years grace period.
I am in the insurance business, not the numbers racket. We've got to pay the premium.
Calm down, Percy. You worry too much. I'm not sure about this.
How do you know it'll all fit? No, Dad's figured it all out. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Where have I heard that before?
What do you think, Abraham? Well, it's the last place I'd look. Timing may be a problem.
Well, if it were done when 'tis done, then to well it were done quickly.
Well thought, big man.
Two trash haulers staging Shakespeare at the baptismal font of a prominent church. It's just a little thing, probably, but it struck me something peculiar was going on here. Wouldn't you say?
What the Deaf Man Heard will resume on the Hallmark Hall of Fame.
And he said, "Go ye, therefore, and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost." Okay, then. Anyone? I mean, anyone like to come forward and be baptized? Anyone at all? Well, I mean, anyone who meets the eligibility rules, that is.
Eligibility rules. What does he think this is, the Olympics?
sort of cut off from people, I hear. So am I.
Reverend Pruitt.
Reverend. Call. I didn't hear any call. My folks heard the call. That's who heard it. You can tell. You can surely tell. Lord, give me a sign. Please, Lord, any sign. Or let me go. Just let me go.
Sammy. You want one or two? Four. Seems like one Saturday out of the year you could sleep past 7. Saturday. Sleep in. Norm won't be in today. He decided to take one of his little trips. You know, Norm on a Saturday. This goes off. Never says where. I don't know what the big secret is. But I guess everyone's entitled. Still, I don't see why he can't take you along once in a while. What's this? Hang the church bulletin board immediately. Well, people in this town will not give you a rest, will they? Now, Norm figures he's probably done more things for more people in this town than anyone since the place was founded. You were good for Norm. I saw it when you first came. I could see he was going to hang on to you like his life depended on it. Fresh maple syrup. Guess when you get right down to it, you could say we're family. Norm would have retired and gone fishing a long time ago if it weren't for you. And your Aunt Lucille.
We found her body laying around here. Fellow was arrested a couple of months later in Georgia on another murder charge. He confessed to this one. Jane Doe.
Helen Ayers.
Yeah. Well, maybe now she can have a proper headstone. Guess this is the end of it.
Not quite.
No. Never is it?
Got off the bus over there. Stretch your legs, have a drink. There's some unfinished business at the end of the line.
Running around the country taking photographs when you should be starting a family. A woman your age and still barren.
Luckily.
Thanks, Gail.
Well, see, we haven't taken our pills this morning.
They're not doing me any good.
You should be taken internally.
O sinner,
consider the fearful danger of God's everlasting wrath. Worm. Right. Their worm shall not die, neither their fire be quenched. Then Moses, as Moses lifted up the serpent in the woods, in the wilderness, yes. Even so, the Son of Man be lifted up. Whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, a sign. I asked for a sign, and here it is. Listen to this. Listen to what has been put into my hands. Dickie Devil, lead singer of the top British rock group, The Weevils, proclaimed yesterday, "I am more important than Jesus Christ." It hurts even to utter those words. Gold records by the millions, me and my disciples, The Weevils, are more famous than Jesus by far. Look at our crowds. Every record we make is a smash. The world gathers when we walk on stage. Burnham, I say.
Oh, he's good. He's very good. Don't you think cremation is a little bit dramatic?
Dickie Devil. The devil at last and his wicked weevils. We'll build a fire. A giant fire. And we'll burn his records. Those sinful symbols of lust and blasphemy will go up in flames.
Bonfire? Tolliver, I got a second notice from the underwriters asking about the church insurance premium. They want a check certified now, or the insurance lapses.
Well, just stall them. Tell them it's an oversight. The devil's bonfire. Can't you just see it?
Cash, Tolliver, is what I need to see.
Cash? Do you want to see cash? We're gonna have crowds. Good morning, Miss Lewis.
Good morning, Tolliver.
We're gonna have crowds like you've never seen. The church will be packed for weeks. People want to be where they see the big bonfire rumpus on TV. The collection baskets will be spilling over. I see a bank balance with the zeros going off the page.
Listen to me, please. We're talking about eating our meals on trays, Tolliver. We're talking about taking showers in groups of 100.
Okay. Take it easy. Pie and a name's still good for something in this town. I'll make some calls.
Oh, boy.
For Pete's sake, Hal, you know I'm good for it. Oh, yeah? Well, laugh. When my inheritance comes in, it is worth 100 times your entire business. Boy, am I going to enjoy seeing your face when everybody in town's riding the gravy train and you're not. So you're starting to show up on you when it suits you? Huh? Don't be surprised. Hey, look at me. Don't be surprised if you're not paid on the dot. Go on now. Before I call the cops, you're on church property. It's private.
Oh, don't give me that. I want to see a priest.
You don't have priests. Come on, let's go. Out.
I gotta talk to a priest. I've sinned
None of
bad.
that. Out. Let's go. Go on.
You don't know who I am. Burley Masters, Highway Department.
Hey, Mr. Burley. Highway plumbing, back to work.
No,
Eddie.
Masters, they fired me. A little trick and they fired me. But I showed them. I stole the secret plans where the new state highway, where the new interchange, where it's going. I stole it. Oh, I stole it.
Hold it. Just so happens I screen all confessions. You tell me, maybe I can make an appointment.
I stole it out of spite. I confess. You can give it back, right?
This is Morgan's Corner. Did you say this is where the new highway interchange is going?
Oh, shh.
Who knows about this?
Well, just the two commissioners and me. Oh, and you. But new interchange. 200 acres worth a minute. Fine commercial. But it's safe now, right? Safe with a servant of the church?
Oh, yes, sir. It's safe indeed.
Oh, thank you.
Come on. Why don't we discuss this over beverage, huh?
Oh, that would be very nice. Thank you.
I guess it was right there and then, seeing that poor man being victimized by Tolliver's selfish ambition, that I knew I had to do something. I knew I had to find some way to get things straightened out.
The Hallmark Hall of Fame will return after these messages from CBS and your local CBS station.
Feel the power. Feel the excitement of Cosby, Lord of the Dance.
Did you like my dancing?
You stank.
All new Cosby. Then, boogie on down to Ray's 20-year reunion.
Oh, man.
Well, who's that?
I went to high school with that guy.
What hidden secret from Ray's past
I used to throw you in a girl's room all the time.
will finally be revealed?
I knew it. You think I'm a nerd.
It's an all-new Everybody Loves Raymond, followed by a special Murphy Brown and an all-new George and Leo, CBS Monday.
The night before Thanksgiving, start your holidays early with a special Touched by an Angel.
That's what we're gonna do.
When guest angel Bill Cosby
Somebody call me.
guides a young heir left with nothing.
Riches can't always be measured in dollars.
Follow the journey on an extraordinary hour of television for the whole family.
Bad things happen. They happen.
The Touched by an Angel that will touch your heart on a special night, CBS Wednesday.
It is 180 degrees from expected. It is a leather-trimmed interior, available heated front seats, and an Infinity 10-speaker audio system. The new Chrysler Town & Country LXI, built on the belief that great cars appeal to a more passionate side. And now, it's available with $1,000 cash back or a very special low lease rate. Chrysler, engineered to be great cars.
Merry Christmas.
Grandma, look at the tree.
Isn't it nice to know you can always count on the L.L. Bean catalog to have the perfect Christmas gift for everyone on your list?
Well, visions of sugar plums, dancing.
Best of all, it's probably in your house right now. The L.L. Bean Christmas catalog. There. Wasn't that easy?
At first glance, today's telecommunications companies may appear to be gigantic, fitful beasts. Look more closely, however, and you'll see one company working to change that perception. A company whose personalized service and technological know-how will guide you over the uncertainty and into the future. Wild things are happening. Bell Atlantic. We'll see you there.
The address is Channel 3. Welcome home.
The address is CBS. Welcome home.
Now we continue with What the Deaf Man Heard, this evening's production on the Hallmark Hall of Fame.
A huge bonfire will be lit on the church grounds. As a church spokesman said, quote, to destroy the works of Dickie Devil and his Weevils, which have undermined world morals. Ironically, it's been learned exclusively by our Barrington correspondent that the town's well-known deaf mute, one Sammy Ayers, who has obviously never been exposed to the jarring rock and roll of the group, has been chosen to build and light the giant fire. In other news, the Barrington High...
Did you know that?
No.
That Tolliver Tynan thinks he can push Sammy around like a trained chimpanzee.
Simply last best.
You know, it is useless trying to talk to you anymore.
Doesn't seem to stop it.
Oh, what I am saying,
I don't like to see Sammy made a fool of.
what's going through his mind.
Mm-hmm. I got a feeling it's way more than average.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a lot of wood, isn't it?
No padre, huh?
Yeah, he still can't coax anybody into big baptismal font.
Be thankful for small blessings, boys.
What's he decided to do? Burn somebody at the stake? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? Right? You say you want us to do the South Road run on Thursday?
Yeah, I have to be in Atlanta.
I've represented Mr. Ayers in a number of modest investments over the years, solid things, nothing speculative. In the case of this acreage, we'd like to enter a counter bid to acquire a lease option.
Well, the owner is a little cautious in this case, never having done business with your Mr. Ayers here.
Well, I can vouch for my client's financial ability to pay. I don't assume there's a hearing test requirement for buying property in this state, huh?
Miss Larson, would you see that we have some coffee served, please? Well, the property in question wasn't advertised for sale. And, well, when someone develops a sudden interest in it, it's natural for us to wonder why.
I think I need a moment alone with your client.
Shall we wait outside?
I wondered who it might be. But it makes sense it's you, Sammy Ayers. You must have caught wind of those stolen plans when Tolliver did, right? I thought so. Yeah, I figure you and I are the two biggest frauds in Barrington. Me with my lawyer front man, and you with your selective senses. All right. Let me guess. You checked out the property in question, and you found out that Tolliver was about to invest in a bottomless swamp. Now, how could that be, you wonder? How could those highway plans be so far off? Well, first off, Burley Masters didn't get fired for drinking on the job. He got fired for drawing up a map that was so far off the engineer's coordinates, it was in another county. As a matter of fact, I own that 182-acre mosquito swamp. Born on it, as a matter of fact. So when I found out that there was a second bid, I knew somebody was trying to force Tolliver's ante up on his lease option. Ain't justice sweet sometimes? Now then, partner, what do you say that lawyer Greer calls Tolliver and tells him that it'll take another more or less.
It's a done deal. Another offer came in, but I topped it by $2,000. Took a loan from the building fund. It's temporary. Cashier's check for 10 grand is on its way. Man, oh man, oh man. The building fund? Now, we're gonna put out the word to just a handful of real estate agents. The big ones, deep pockets only. They're gonna be on their knees to buy our lease option for 100 times what we paid for it.
200 to give us a more secure margin.
Do I hear 3?
I hope.
Ah, Percy, stick with me. We'll be standing in clover. Take a look.
This isn't going to be a highway interchange. This is the nothin'est nothing I ever seen.
Maybe there's oil under here. Maybe we are floating on a gusher, Percy, and we don't even know it.
There's no oil under here. What we are floating on is the church insurance fund, the parking lot repaving fund, the parish renovation fund, the organ fund.
Uh-oh. Deputy Myron's up from his nap. Evening, Myron.
You know why I pulled you over, Archibald Thacker?
I don't think it was for speeding, because we won't go more than 40.
You've been dropping bits and pieces along the way. You're paid to pick up, not to distribute. I mean, am I right about that?
When you're right, Myron. What can I say?
I'll tell you what. I'm just going to write you a warning, Archibald Thacker, so that you don't think I'm prejudiced.
You're a good man, Myron. Never a doubt.
Myron, you there? Listen up. Revenue boys say they just missed somebody transporting a load of moonshine from Billy Hanson Steel. Could be headed your way. Keep your eye out.
There's our luck. I got bigger fish to fry. Get that rear latch fixed here.
Quality of moonshine is not strained. And dropless as a gentle rain from heaven, which is twice blessed.
All right. One blessing is blessing enough for one night. Plug that leak and let's get on to the church.
You plug it. You were the one you do it.
Here, give me those.
No, I don't want you doing my laundry.
Who cares what you don't want? That laundry you take them to makes a mishmash out of the collars.
You know, I've been thinking about what you said. Not right them roping Sammy into that bonfire circus. Tell you, I'm gonna talk to that kind of kid.
I wouldn't.
Huh?
Something you said. Sammy's his own man. We have been bystanders for a long time. He's not ours, you know.
The heck he's not. Seal. I mean, who's he got?
I know he's filled a space for you. Just like I have, maybe.
You don't make sense much of the time.
Yes, I do.
Oh.
I hear things. I know you lost a wife and a baby to the big flu epidemic, and you were off in France. Don't you see, I cook and argue with you. Sammy's leaned on you. Sort of a fill-in family, maybe.
How come you never said nothing?
What for? Never take apart a clock that's ticking. Isn't that what they say?
32 years.
33 and a half.
No starch.
Okay, that's it. Roll the hose.
I learned later that Archibald Thacker occasionally made an extra $1 or $2 in the frowned-on but sort of fun-filled business of trucking moonshine whiskey, in bulk, from stills to wholesalers. His delivery schedule got a little jammed up this particular week, forcing him to find temporary storage in the baptismal font.
The Hallmark Hall of Fame presentation of What the Deaf Man Heard will return after these messages from Hallmark.
So, you're at her door.
Okay, so what do I do first?
Well, it's her birthday, right? So, give her the card.
Right at her house, right on her porch there?
Yeah. Oh, okay, we'll go through it, okay? You knock. Hi, Jack.
Oh, hi, Liz. Wait a minute. What if her dad comes to the door?
Say hello. Here, take this. Okay, now you're gonna hand her her card, okay?
Here, Liz. Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks. Now she takes it, turns it over, sees the nice hallmark on the back.
You do that?
Yeah.
I mean, she does that really?
Well, yeah. It's a Hallmark card, right?
Oh, it isn't anything yet. I haven't gotten it.
Jack.
What?
The coolest girl in your class is going out with you on her birthday. Get a Hallmark.
I should write this down.
Don't write it down.
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm going to need to know. Hallmark. This is great.
Jack. Beautiful. I love you.
Ugh. You didn't tell me that was going to happen. Hey, get away from me, Mom.
Don't run away from me. Jack. Oh, I love you.
Hey, Josh, help me open some of these, will you?
Okay.
Oh, one from the Melkins. Don't tell me your Uncle Sidney mailed something on time.
Grandpa,
Hmm?
could you tell that one story about you and your friend on the boat?
On the boat. Jake.
Yeah,
Come
this
on.
one.
Oh, gosh. It was a long time ago.
How long?
Long. I was your size, and my Aunt Lee was bringing me on a big ship to America, and boy, I was sad. I didn't know anything about that America, and I left all my friends behind till I met a new one.
Jake.
Who's telling the story? Well, where was I? Jake. Never met before. But right away, it was like we'd known each other all our lives. And we were all over that ship, and we played hide and seek in the lifeboats.
You played hide and seek back then?
Played it. We invented it. And the last night of the trip was the first night of Hanukkah. And Jake's family invited us to be with them. But I'll never forget sunset. They asked me to light the first candle on the menorah. I was never so far away from home. But at that moment, I felt like I never left. Jake Berman. I always wonder what he's doing this time of year.
Grandpa, I think you should open this one.
This one, okay. What is it?
What's it say?
It says I'm going to have to change the end of that story.
And now, tonight's Hallmark Hall of Fame continues with What the Deaf Man Heard.
Perry Ray Pruitt's big idea had become a runaway bucking bronco. He'd been thrown off early and hadn't the slightest idea how to get back on. Watching him like that, I felt sorry for him. He knew he should have been consumed with a burning desire to preach, right here and now. He also knew he didn't have a clue what to say. He couldn't tell the saints from the sinners in this place.
Dickie Devil and his rock band, The Weevils, will miss the big event in Barrington tonight, of course. Interviewed in Sydney, Australia, where the band is currently on tour, Dickie Devil seems pleased with the uproar, as he had this to say.
Oh, hello, Georgia. We do Super Fab in Atlanta. Hello, love. Have one on Dickie, eh? I love you very much.
He may do Super Fab in Atlanta, but if the crowd gathering now has its way, he'll burn in Barrington tonight. On the sports front, the Barrington Fire Chiefs will host a doubleheader against the Willow Creek Saints this Friday at Nelson Stadium. Jerry Meisner will take over at shortstop, and will no doubt add some...
All right, folks. Everybody's got to finish up. We're going to close in 10 minutes.
We should have gone back and gotten it out last night. Now, have to wait till tomorrow.
You realize what we could make selling off that load of moonshine to this crowd at 2 bits of glass?
You have a retail mind, son. Unfortunately, we're in the wholesale end of the business.
Look at this, Percy, look! That land thing was peanuts. This is where the gold is. We don't have to go get it, they're bringing it to us. Big a winner, huh?
I think I need something in my stomach.
My, what have we here? Evening, Governor.
Governor, you hear that? Governor.
Reverend Pruitt himself. Reverend Pruitt, please, please, could we get a few words with you here? Reverend Pruitt, I know you must be deeply moved by the magnitude of this event you've inspired.
We're going to ruin the lawn.
Oh, they got plenty of fireworks. Y'all be careful, don't get too close to the bonfire.
Mr. Tynan, your reaction to all the excitement building here.
Well, I'll tell you, Ned, this is ennobling. This is inspiring. I'm proud to be a part of this crusade. Barrington tonight will send a message to the country, to the world. This spot will be long remembered. The sin and blasphemy of the likes of Dickie Devil are about to be devoured by fire. This is a night of reckoning. Something to tell your grandchildren.
Quick interview with the guy that's going to light the bonfire. Get over here, be sure we got the bonfire in the back, and we'll be... Not long now, blast-off time almost here. And I'm standing with the man who will carry the torch over and light the devil's bonfire. Sammy is his name. Sammy, isn't it? Sammy, you're a deaf mute, right? And you think that's why they chose you for this fiery job, huh? Sammy, just nod, Sammy. It'll be fine.
Why don't you just ask him if he peels his bananas before he eats them?
A talker. Well, and your name is?
Joan of Arc. I love bonfires.
Oh, and I see you have a couple of Dickie Devil records for the blaze, no doubt.
No, these are some Frank Sinatra albums of my mother's that I've been longing to incinerate for a while. That's the story, World's Nuts. Film at 11. What?
We should have stuck with the mute. Yeah?
You coming?
I'm coming.
They'll strike up the band, huh? It's a party. Ready? And... Come on, Reverend. Here we go. Here you go, Reverend. Take the torch. Take the torch, Reverend.
Give it to Sammy. Give the torch to Sammy. Give it to Sammy. Go on. Give it to Sammy. Take the torch.
It was kind of awful.
Take it.
I could hear every sour note from the band, every voice screaming. And I was picturing that day over 20 years ago when Tolliver held the match to a firecracker to try to make me jump and talk. And here I was, lighting his biggest firecracker ever. Well, I just couldn't do it.
Sammy, stay back.
Sammy will be all right now, don't you worry.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. No insurance. Not a nickel.
No. Some of my people may be in there. Oh, please, God, no.
Hey, Reverend! Come back! Don't go in there! I can't watch this.
It was a night to remember. Perry Ray Pruitt had finally felt the hand of the Almighty. But the fallout from the Devil's Bonfire was far from over.
In a moment, the conclusion of What the Deaf Man Heard, this evening's presentation on the Hallmark Hall of Fame.
Do you think you can fix it?
Hey, fixed your lawnmower, didn't I?
Yeah, right. Hey, Pete, you ever, talk to your wife?
Yeah, every day. What kind of question is that?
No, I mean, do you ever,
Wrench face?
Oh, right.
This will do me no good.
Yeah. I mean, you ever say that stuff to her, like,
What stuff?
Well, like,
Oh, you mean like, when you, like,
yeah.
No. No, I don't.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But you still feel that, right, for her?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just, she doesn't expect me to say it, that's all.
No.
And she expects me to say I love the Bears, or I love ham, but
right, right.
that's about it. Why, you say that stuff to your wife?
Oh.
No, I mean, she's like your wife. She doesn't expect it.
Well, there you go.
Right. But I've been thinking, though, you know, I'm gonna give her something. Something that tells her how I feel about her. Something really great, you know?
What, you mean like Bears tickets? That'd be great. Be a nice day for the two of you.
Every year on Christmas Eve, just before midnight, my dad and I'd take a walk. Just me and him. I can see him now, hear the crunch of his boots on the snow. Our breath would hang in the air as we trudged past the barn. My cheeks would get so red they'd start to hurt. Toes would be numb in my boots, but I'd never complain. Just try as best I could to follow in my dad's footsteps. Never quite making it. Past Carter's Creek, and up that little rise that ran to the edge of the pine forest. We'd keep on in the moonlight till we made the clearing at the top of the hill. You could see the whole valley spread out below. And there we'd stand, the two of us, and wait for Christmas. This will be the first year I won't be able to come home and take that walk with my dad. But at least a part of me will be there. Wish we could be together for Christmas. No need to count the many miles that separate us now, because the memories we share will keep us close somehow. Merry Christmas. Love, Sarah.
Merry Christmas.
And now the conclusion of What the Deaf Man Heard on tonight's Hallmark Hall of Fame.
The Reverend Perry Ray Pruitt found his true calling that night in the fiery furnace. The congregation was inspired and flocked to his baptisms, pledging to rebuild his church brick by brick, dollar by dollar. The volunteer fire department also welcomed him with open arms. It just so happened they needed a power player for the softball playoffs.
I want a repeat performance from you this week. Good to see you.
Tolliver Tynan wasn't so lucky. He was charged with embezzling church funds for personal gain. Georgia versus Tynan. Percy Queen never really stole a dollar for himself, so Georgia was not versus him for anything. As always, Tolliver figured he had money and influence on his side, that he could charm his way out of trouble. So he wasn't exactly counting on what came next.
All rise. Please be seated and come to order.
Your Honor, the state calls its first witness. The state calls Sammy Ayers to the stand.
Well, what's all that about?
Oh, he can't talk. I know. What's he
I don't want any more outbursts in this court.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the matter before this court?
To my knowledge, it's the only trial in the history of American jurisprudence that was over in just 2 spoken words. I do.
First, it was just a way to hide, you know, protect myself. And then after a while, everybody thought I was deaf, and they started talking around me like I wasn't there, and so I kind of went with it. And Norm and Lucille, they were so nice to me, and after a while, I got in so deep. I was afraid that it might all go away if I told the truth. The funny thing is, I liked how people trusted me, how they talked to me. I didn't want to hurt anybody. The worst thing was back when we first met, when Tolliver threw the cherry bomb. Well, ever since then, I wanted to tell you.
Tell me what?
Everything.
You're not gonna quit talking again, are you?
No, never. I just... I'm not used to words explaining how I feel. I'm sorry about your mother.
No, don't be. No. No, she did what she wanted. For generations of heart problems in that family. She wouldn't listen. No doubt about it, she sure was surprised you could talk, but it wasn't. Can I ask you something? You remember a while back, I'd just come home from my visit. I was playing the piano, and I thought I saw you listening. I thought so. But you had such a strange look on your face.
My mama had a music box. Played the same tune as you were playing. I used to listen to it over and over. When she'd be gone, or I was having a bad day. So many years ago.
You know, that was my father's favorite piece.
Well, that's nice. I like having something common with you.
So now you're leaving.
Yeah, got my voice. It's time. Go try it out.
I'll miss you.
Well, all right, here it is.
You mean you had it all these years and you didn't tell anyone?
I had to find out.
Not even me?
It just wasn't the time.
Time for what?
Lucille, I'm trying to tell you. Now, first, I had to find out what happened to his mother, and then I had to make sure that nobody complicated his situation.
Well, seems to me you're the one who's complicated the situation.
Lucille, That boy heard everything we said all this time, and he never spoke. Now, I feel,
Cheated?
yeah, I guess.
Betrayed?
Yeah.
Hurt?
Well, don't you?
Well, I just think he must have done what he had to.
Oh, Seal.
Here he comes.
I suppose oh, yeah. Big apology. An explanation. Some reason for... I don't blame you for being mad.
I'm not mad.
I'm sorry, Lucille. It's just, well, everybody got used to me being the way that I was, and well, you needed someone to listen to, and Norm needed someone to listen to. See, everybody needed somebody to listen to, and well, the years went by and time passed, and I just kept listening, and I didn't want to hurt anybody. I certainly didn't.
Norm Jenkins, you get back in here and explain this suitcase.
Where'd that come from?
Judge, may I say something on behalf of my client?
No. This is a sad day for me, Tolliver. I must inform you that I'm sentencing you to 2 years in state prison for the embezzlement of church funds. I say sad because I knew your father. I used to fish with him. Finer man, never cast a fly.
Hey, Judge Neatley, that's what you're here for, right? Now, I figure with time off for good behavior, I can do it standing on one foot, no time at all. I'll be off and running. A better man for it.
Let me finish, if you please, Tolliver. Your father's ironclad will left all of his estate upon the death of Mrs. Tynan to his eldest son.
That's me, Judge. And my sister Tallassee can't challenge that. She's adopted. We've known that for years. Heck, I'm the one who told her.
Well, that's very impressive, Mr. Tynan, but now let me tell you a thing or two. Eldest son is the key here. And among these documents, sworn to and verified by your father before his death, is this notarized letter dated a year before he died. I'd like to read it because it sounds exactly like the Alfred Tynan I knew. This here part's the meat of it. I have met the lad and recognized him to be in my own true image. Blue of eyes, white of brow, bold of chin, warm spit. Born to me of the only person who showed me love and unselfish commitment. Her full name being Helen Ayers. Now, eldest son, born out of wedlock to Miss Helen Ayers, shortly before you were born, Miss Sammy Ayers. Tolliver, this just ain't done your son.
keep from here. And then you look so heartbreaking. I figured a little while longer. Well, maybe I didn't do it right. But I kept thinking maybe I owe it to your mother. I was right about that one. I mean, she didn't desert you. She was trying to do right back then. And it happened.
How'd you find her?
Years of Saturdays. Riding on bus passes back along the route I figured you'd come. I ordered a proper headstone. You can go look at it someday, if you feel like it.
You know, from time to time, I thought, if ever I could pick out a father, might be somebody pretty close to being like you. Not exactly. Close.
Oh, Sammy. In all my years, I don't recall anybody ever saying anything that nice to me.
Now, why don't you go on and get out of here? Oh, now get.
I guess I'll just get.
I gave a lot of the money away. Norm and Aunt Lucille would never have to worry a day. Tallassee could take pictures around the world to her heart's content. The Tynan house would become a home for stray kids. As far as Tolliver was concerned, well, I figured I'd lost an enemy and gained a brother, which made me feel an obligation to take care of his pocket money while he served time.
St. Louis?
So what are your plans?
Well, I guess I don't have any at the moment.
Then I got on the right bus.
Got something I'd like to show you.
My ship has sails that are made of silk. The decks are trimmed with gold, and of jam and spice there's a paradise in the hold. My ship's aglow with a million pearls, and rubies fill each bin. The sunset high in a sapphire sky when my ship comes in.
Figure it out, right?
One girl's inspirational journey.
I didn't want you to begin with. Nobody wants you. It beats me why a person can't live with whoever they like best.
To find the love of a family.
Honey, we would take you in a minute if we could.
And a place to call home.
You're a keeper.
Jenna Malone, from the best-selling book, Hallmark Hall of Fame's Ellen Foster, CBS Now.
What are you eating? Frozen stuff from the store.